Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the Science Corner. I hope you all are in the best state of health and iman. Today, in my very first video, I'm a bit confused, but alhamdulillah, I'm confident as well. Okay, the very first topic which I am going to discuss with you people is the holozoic nutrition. holozoic nutrition सबसे पहले ये पता होना चाहिए कि holozoic nutrition होती क्या है. The holozoic is derived from a Greek word. The Greek holo means the whole and the zoics mean of the animals. So what happens in the holozoic nutrition? Holozoic nutrition is characterized by the 5 processes. So what are these 5 processes which are the part of the holozoic nutrition? These are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. अब हम ये देखेंगे कि इन सब प्रोसेसेस में होता क्या है. The first one is ingestion. Ingestion means taking in complex food. complex food यानी हम अपनी रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी में क्या क्या खाते हैं, वो जब हमारे माउथ का पार्ट बनेगा और हम उस खुराक को अपने मुंह में लेके जाएंगे तो वो कौन से प्रोसेस में आ जाएगा, वो आएगा इंजेशन में, टेकिंग इन कम्प्लेक्स फूड. अब आप खुराक में प्रोटीन्स भी लेते हैं, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स भी लेते हैं, लिपिड्स भी लेते हैं, मिनरल्स भी लेते हैं और विटामिन्स भी लेते हैं एटसेट्रा. ठीक है, तो टेकिंग इन द कम्प्लेक्स फूड is known as ingestion. The second is digestion. Digestion में क्या होता है? Digestion is the conversion of the complex organic compounds of the food into the diffusible molecules. And how these complex compounds are converted into the diffusible molecules, these are the function of the enzymes. So the conversion of the complex organic compounds into the diffusible molecules is done by the enzymes. यानी आपका डिफ्यूजिबल मॉलिक्यूल्स में कम्प्लेक्स फूड का कन्वर्ट होने के लिए एंजाइम्स की ज़रूरत होती है. There are the various enzymes which play their role in the digestion, which I will explain in the coming digestion complete process. Okay. Digestion are of the 2 types: intracellular digestion and extracellular digestion. What happens in the intracellular digestion, or what is the intracellular digestion? Intra means within, cellular that is within the cells, and extracellular means the outside the cell. In intracellular digestion, the breakdown of the food takes place within the cells, while in case of the extracellular digestion, enzymes are secreted outside the cell, that is into the gut cavity, the lumen where the digestion takes place. What are the organisms that undergo the intracellular digestion? This belongs to the kingdom Protista. Amoeba and paramecium undergo the intracellular digestion, that is the breakdown of the food occur within their cells in the form of the food vacuoles, while in case of the extracellular digestion, the enzymes are secreted outside the cell. And what are the organisms who undergo the extracellular digestion? It includes human beings, insects, hydra. They undergo the extracellular digestion. So it was a clear picture of the intracellular digestion and extracellular digestion. Then what happens in the absorption? Absorption is the uptake of those diffusible molecules which are created by the process of digestion. These diffusible food molecules are diffused into the bloodstream. Bloodstream takes those diffusible food molecules and bloodstream transport these molecules to the regions where they are required. The bloodstream play the role of the transportation, we all know that. So uptaking of the diffusible food molecules by the bloodstream is the process of the absorption. And we know that absorption the hub for the process of the absorption in case of the digestion is ileum. Nearly all molecules are absorbed in the nearly all absorption takes place in the ileum, where they are uh, provided with the lacteal of the lymphatic system and the blood capillaries. Blood capillaries absorb these diffusible molecules. So, uptaking of the diffusible body molecules, food molecules, is the process of the absorption. The next processes are the assimilation and the egestion. What happens in the assimilation? In assimilation, products of the digestion. What were the products of the digestion? It depends upon your food, what you have taken in your food. So the products of the digestion may be fatty acids, glycerol, glucose, galactose, amino acids. Assimilation is the utilization of these products of the digestion for the synthesis of the cellular materials. Okay, so we know that when the smaller molecules or the building blocks are utilized to make the larger macromolecules, it is the process of the anabolism. In anabolism, the smaller building blocks are utilized for the synthesis of the macromolecules. So assimilation is the utilization of the products of the digestion for the synthesis of the cellular material. Then comes our last process of the holozoic nutrition, which is egestion. Egestion is the elimination of the undigested matter from the body. Undigested matter that have been not digested in the GI tract is eliminated. And how it is eliminated? It is rejected as feces. Feces contain plant fibers, cholesterol, bile pigments, a large number of the bacteria, slough of mucosal cells, water, etc. These undigested matter are rejected as feces in the process of the digestion. So it was all about holozoic nutrition, which comprises of the 5 processes. Then comes the digestion in the man. We know that the digestion in the man is extracellular digestion. And now we see what is the digestive system, or which is also known as the gastrointestinal tract. We usually call it the GI tract. It is a long coiled tube extended from the mouth to anus. So what is the GI tract? It is a long coiled tube that extends from the mouth to the anus. Then comes the food. What food encounters when it moves through the digestive system? The food encounters the oral or the buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and we know that small intestine consists of the duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum. The very first part of the small intestine is the duodenum, then comes the jejunum, and then comes the ileum. And then the large intestine, shortiant, bariant. And the large intestine consists of the colon, cecum, and the rectum. Cecum is the very first part of the large intestine after the small intestine that comes. Okay, after the cecum that comes the colon. We don't know that. I will tell you that. Okay, that colon is ascending, is of 3 types: ascending colon, the transverse colon, and the ascending colon. Okay, colon, cecum, and the rectum. The last is the rectum. Rectum is the part of our body that is used for the temporarily storage of the feces. Colon, cecum, and the rectum. These are the part of the large intestine. Okay. Then after the large intestine, then comes the glands. We know that for the digestion processes, our body needs secretions, and secretions are provided by the glands. So what are the glands? A gland is an organ which produce and release substances that perform a specific function in the body. These substances are known as the secretions. In our body, the glands are of the 2 types: endocrine glands and the exocrine glands. Endocrine glands are ductless glands. means they do not have the duct for the secretion and require the blood to reach their destination. And the other is exocrine, that contains the ducts. Ducts are the way that it is utilized for their secretion. Exocrine glands are associated with the digestive system. Exocrine glands that are associated with the digestive system are salivary glands, liver, and the pancreas. There are the three pairs of the salivary glands. Three pairs, that means 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Six salivary glands are present in our digestive tract. Okay, these three glands play their role in the process of the digestion: salivary glands, liver, and the pancreas. The secretion of the saliva play their role in the buccal cavity, while the secretion of the liver and the pancreas pour their secretions through their ducts, common bile duct and pancreatic duct respectively, into the small intestine. Okay, what are the three main sites of the digestion in the gastrointestinal tract? Three main sites of the gastrointestinal tract that play their major role in the digestion are the oral or the buccal cavity, stomach, and the small intestine. Oral cavity play its role in the digestion of the carbohydrate. Stomach play its role in the digestion of the proteins, while the small intestine is all in one. It plays its role in the digestion of the carbohydrates, proteins, and the lipids as well. Okay, and for the digestion of the lipids, liver play its role along with the small intestine. So these were the three main sites of the digestion. Here comes the human digestive system. Human digestive consists of, on the top, in the buccal cavity, salivary glands. There are the three types of the salivary glands: parotid, submandibular, and the sublingual. Parotid salivary gland is present in front of ears, submandibular behind the jaws, sublingual below the tongue. This is the oral cavity. And then comes the pancreas. Here in the side is the pharynx, tongue, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, duodenum, the very first part of the small intestine, common bile duct, cecum, appendix, which sometimes cause a great trouble, rectum, anus, and here is the small intestine and colon. Colon consists, this one is the ascending, transfer, and the descending colon. And then comes the anus. The projection of the feces out of the body takes place through the anus. This was all about human digestive system.